and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 with some more racing with the new tuner vehicles. I mean, so far the mess around at the start has just been everyone drive off in random directions and see what happens. We just decided to spread out everywhere. Oh, and we found a chicane to park on. Fantastic stuff. This is the Tailgater S. It's essentially, what is it, like an RS3 sedan kind of thing. I quite like the normal Tailgater in GTA 5. So I'm hoping this is going to be a half decent car. I think it's crossed we can have some good racing. Ooh, let's go and be a little bit careful around turn 1 chicane-ish kind of thing. I can sense there is going to be some fun times trying to fit too many cars in a very small space, as there already has been a little bit of going on through there. We're out the other side in one piece. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, at least these chicanes here are relatively wide. We saw what the last one looks like. Oh, there's a gap there we can fit our car through. It's fine. We will make all of that work. We'll carry a lot of speed down here. We are going to be... Oh, someone's up the wall. I was expecting us to be under all sorts of trouble by the end of the straight. Kind of a little bit, but nothing too bad. We will stick it around the next corner. Wasn't quite sure what way that one there was going to end up going. There's a big slipstream coming from behind, and this is the corner where you have to be really careful. It's narrow, it's dangerous. We are all neatly across it for the first time. Well, except for Bumpy, who is not quite upside down. Bumpy had a sketchy moment, but did land it at the end of all of that. Towards turn 1. Oh, Chris goes up on 2 wheels. There's going to be, I think, a lot of two-wheel antics over these curbs. They are pretty big curbs around here. We're still stuck side by side. It's not really what we want to be doing. At some point, someone's going to run out of momentum and is going to lose that position. Danger Man is lagging a little bit. Ooh. And I just clonked the inside of the corner there. Yeah, through those sort of early sections, you can't really do much with the slipstream because you're just chicane after chicane, and you kind of just got to get through. You're either stuck side by side or you're in a line. You're not really going to get an overtake anywhere. We are not going to get an overtake at the end of this straight. It is far too busy. I say that actually, Ewan is going to fall into line. Now, who is going to be brave? I mean, I would trust going side by side with Ninetales through the chicane here. Oh, well, it's gone wrong at the front. Danger Man is disconnected. That's why I went wrong at the front. Okay. Oh, we did see Danger Man lagging a fair bit, so that's perhaps not the biggest surprise in the world. Oh, let's try to send it around the outside of turn 1 and the 3 wide. That is dangerous. Oh, we'd like to be side by side with Gliska again. Let's not do the same dumb thing that we did last time. Let's fall into line a little bit sooner. We'll try to go around the outside of a Lado, maybe. Nope. Going to be close enough. We're getting a good run in places, but they're just not got anywhere to go. These vehicles don't seem too bad on the old light contact. They're not getting fired and catapulted sideways across the circuit. That is good news. That's what we like to see from our cars. It means we can have some touring car racing, and touring car contact doesn't end up in everybody visiting the wall. We've got mega run all the way down here. That is good for me. We will take the lead of the race as we head to the end of the straight. I'll be a little bit wide, but I don't think there's anybody close enough. The battle into this chicane on the final lap is going to be terrifying, because I don't know how much time you get out of it, really, to... Oh, Ninetales! I tried to give as much space as I could to the car on the outside, but the problem is we got airborne on the curb. I didn't know what was going to happen doing that, and it went a little bit wrong. It is so dangerous going side by side through that section. And you don't have a very long run to the finish. So on the final lap, you really want to be coming out of that chicane first. Well, you want to be coming out of that chicane first. If you've lost all momentum, you might have trouble. But, Gliska's hit the hay bale as well. I very nearly hit the Gliska. So much speed. I had to check up, and Longbow's going to pass us. Lado's going to get us. Stevie's got the big draft. Okay, so these are pretty good with light contact. I will give them that. That is always nice. It is proper team racing almost. We bump draft Lado the whole way down there while Stevie was trying to push Longbow. Longbow's out wide. It almost looked like Longbow got lag pinged into, which is not so good. not worth it. Not going to do it. Gliska is across the curb. Oh, yeah, see, you can get a run, but it's going to be really dicey on the final lap. We've got a few more times around to try and sort this out. Really, you want to have a nice, comfortable lead. Gliska's in the air. Gliska, I mean, it's not, you're not out of it when you do that, which is kind of nice. But yeah, he's going to get dumped back down the field. Well, I mean, the whole field is pretty bunched up in this one. Oh, God, we've got oversteer on there. It just kicked sideways. A little bit of curbing, or the lights on the runway, perhaps. We've got a big draft down here. Although we're a little bit too close to really make most of it. And we will pass Lando. Stevie's going to pass us. Here comes the whole horde of cars. Gliska has got nowhere else to go. We're going to go through the middle. Oh, it's a little bit of a dive on Longboat. It's for wide, and we're going to point the wrong way. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there was just... Oh, it's a bumpy turning up with some speed. There just wasn't the room to put 4 cars there. We just got squeezed, and I had no way... I mean, I would have backed out of it if I could, but there was no way to go. Ninetales has fallen over. Me and Bumpy have avoided to the inside of all of that. There's definitely some connection shenanigans occurring a little bit there. When we pushed... Yeah, there is a little bit of internet nonsense, which is going to make this difficult, especially if it's going to be a close run thing to the finish line. You know, we've seen bump drafting might legit be a thing. Go on, Bumpy, we'll get you back facing the right way. We're going to need to not be doing that, really. God, the leaders are miles on their own, and this is not the most effective track for catch-up. It's not the most... I mean, you've got a nice section down here, but the rest of it is just not going to be enough, I don't think. My hope is that the leaders are going to fight one another into some of the tight chicanes, and I might not fight, but I think we're going to be stuck in fights as well. If they're getting slowed down in their fights, we're going to get slowed down in ours. So, yeah, it's not a crazy amount that we can do with that. It's just going to be a hope something happens. Oh, because we're going to have to yield. We're going to have to sit and follow through here. There's some pushing between Ewan and Stevie. We've got a good run, but nowhere to go with it. It's going to be 3 wide into the first corner. Hopefully Stevie will realise in time that there is going to be cars there. Indeed does. Okay, the front 2 are fighting quite hard over that position. Who can we bring with us? Is Ewan going to come with us? Basically what I want is I want one car to break away and to follow me, and for us to work together very smoothly. I don't think we're going to get that, but we might. There goes Ewan. Stevie might be far enough back that we can sort of work this as a duo rather than bring the entire pack with us. I don't think it's quite... This is going to be a manic final lap, so I think we've got one more time around as I run a little bit too wide through all of that. Ninetales is through the Stiller gap. Yeah, we've got one more lap to go. We are ahead of Ninetales, and we've already tried side by side through this last chicane a little bit. I think it's the first time we've really done it at full racing speed. It's the first time we've been on our own. Here we go. We're there. We're in the fight at the front of the pack. We're in 4th at the moment, but we are very much in the battle. What is going to happen on this final chicane? That is the big question here. The answer, I think, is a big crash. Whether that's what we see or not, I do not know, but that is my suspicion. Oh, Ewan almost got into a massive amount of trouble on the way in there. I nearly got a massive amount of trouble on the way out of there. Here we go. We've got the draft. I don't know where the runs are coming from further back. Oh, God. We haven't really got enough of a tow going on here. It just kind of gave up on me. We started getting a really good tow, and then it just died. We're around the hairpin. It is 3 wide up ahead. Ewan got bounced wide. I mean, we're hoping for a big crash now. Or we can commit to the inside. Gliska covers. It's going to be side by side into the chicane, and Ninetales is going to come off worse. Of all of that, it was as expected a big crash at the end, because no one's going to yield on that one. We follow Gliska across the line. I'll take the 2nd place in that. Yeah, I mean, there was such a fight. We had a run to the inside, and Gliska got a bump, or they were all squabbling for position, and we got blocked, so we just pushed at that point. And it's, yeah, you do not want to be on the outside. Ninetales was the unlucky one that came off worse in all of that, unfortunately. We ended up side by side twice with Ninetales through there, and both times things went unfortunately wrong. Yeah, it's an entertaining final corner. Sketchy. Sketchy indeed. So, we move on to our second race at this interesting, kind of scary circuit. We've got the Dominator, the ASP. It's essentially an SVT Cobra, which is kind of cool. Nice thing to have in the game. I mean, I'm already... Oh, Stevie's got the wrong Dominator. Always one. But I'm already... I mean, we're preparing for the final chicane. We know what this race is going to come down to. It's stay at the front, and then there's going to be a mad scramble on the last lap for the final chicane. You've got to be in the right place to make it through there in one piece. And we will see how it goes. Because a lot of this track, through here, for example, you can't do much overtaking. Something's gone flying off. I think that was a danger man. Oh, they can go either side of me. Where is the runs coming from? We'll go try and get in a slipstream. Don't know what these cars are like for the bump drafting. We will find out soon, I have no doubt. Well, it's not just for bump drafting. There's a small use for it. If there is minor contact, which, let's face it, there is likely to be. Oh, yes. Oh, okay, no, minor contact is bad with these. Okay, it's gone poorly for me in this one. Alright, so we're not going to get away with a little contact. There's not much anyone could have done with that, really. We got connected with Glisco, so I just stamp on the brakes because I'm then because I was so early on the brakes for that chicane. Cars behind did not react in time, and we got the unlucky end of that. The good news is that, well, it's happened at the start of the race. We have catch-up, we have slipstream turned on, which means that there is a chance for me to recover now. Oh, and Ninetales has found a hay bale and a Lado, and we're going to sneak our way through all of that. I think Ewan may well have been involved in that, judging by the waiting up. Longbow has taken a big... Longbow's taken a big old grass jump and done a burnout-style takedown on Lado by the looks of it. I only kind of caught a brief glimpse of it. But yeah, Longbow was in the air and Lado was off the circuit. That was the combination there. Oh, Bumpy got a big assist. Yeah. Oh, we all just want to fit into the chicane neatly. Bumpy gets a kick of oversteer. So there's no pushing with the Dominators. These are not going to be able to be pushed forward, which means a bump draft to the line is, I say out of the question. It should be. Whether, you know, it will probably still be done depending on the scenario. I mean, like a lot of these cars with the wonky collision physics, sometimes you'll get away with the push being fine. So it might be a case if you have no other choice, you might go for it. Like there, for example, that collision didn't spin Ninetales. So there's a chance it'll work. We've got a big toe. We kind of got out the slipstream a little. Oh no, we've still got a massive run on everybody. No, there's some surprise. We didn't really get another car to duck into the draft. Level 8 is going to come back past, though. They are to the inside as we filter around the end of the circuit. This is a little sketchy. Cars got connected. Gliska's going to run out of momentum. I'm going to have to back out of that one. I meant to brake well, I was hoping I was going to be stopping earlier than I did there. I got carried along by the slipstream, but we managed to make it all work. No sense in doing a stupid manoeuvre at turn 1 there. We'll just lose all of the time. So I'm going to fall back into line. We'll follow around in third for the moment. There is plenty of chances to come our way. Actually got a really good run through this section. I got such a great run, but got nowhere to really go with it. And overtakes through here are just asking for trouble. There's almost no point in doing something silly down there. I mean, we've got a massive draft. Hopefully they will realise we give a really wide berth. I'm sure Ninetales is going to follow us indeed. They will shoot to the lead of the race. Oh, I got a load of understeer. These are quite nice. These are a nice enough vehicle to drive. Nothing wrong with it. Outside of the collision physics being a bit sketchy. We should be ahead of Ninetales. Oh, by the time we get into the chicane. Oh, there was bumping and sideways, and we got out of it in one piece. We're still 3 wide up towards turn 1. I mean, you want to be as almost 4 wide. Someone was looking to go the long way round. I'm still stuck in the middle through here. It's still not resolved through this section. I think Gliska's going to finally get that position. We're going to try and keep the outside line here, and we will get ahead of Ninetales. He'll carry a lot of speed off of there, but where do you go? Into here. Oh, Ninetales with a sneaky overtake. That's a good pass. I was being a little bit more cautious through all of that, and Ninetales went for it. Fair play. I mean, we're all going to have a big draft down here. We're going to try and shoot through the middle. It's a little bit sketchy, but I was working on the basis that without really looking, which is always dangerous, but no one was going to have a bigger run from behind, so we could do that kind of change of line and go through the middle. Well, it's going to be 2 by 2. There's the push. I'm not being involved in that. We're going to back out of it. If it was the final lap, that would have been a very, very different story. However, it wasn't the final lap, so, you know, we opted to go for the option that doesn't probably put me in a wall. I mean, if it's the final lap, we were going to go 4th. So there's no way you lift from that one. But if we end up in the wall now, recovery time is going to be a lot more difficult. We've only got a couple of laps to go. We have fallen back a smidge, which is unhelpful, but we'll get a big run down down the main kind of straight. This will bring us right back into it. We might even be leading by the end of it. We've got a huge toe. Does Danger Man know we're there? Does now. We're going to get there. We're going to get to the lead, but I imagine Gliss is going to be getting a secondary toe. Level 8's to the outside. I don't want to get squeezed across the curb. Don't know if Level 8 realised how many cars wide it was going on the inside through here. Danger Man's now behind us. I've not really got anywhere to go with this. Oh, Danger Man has seen to it that we pushed Gliska. Danger Man put us into the... Danger Man has basically helped us through that mess. Gliska ended up probably going into that corner a bit faster than intended. Oh, everyone's here again. It's now 4 wide to turn 1, and Level 8 is around. Oh, Lado's around on the nose of my car as well. I was trying not to run into the side of Level 8, and I think Lado just clipped the nose of my car and ended up pointing sideways. I mean, we've got out of it without too much, without too much of a bad time. Could have gone a lot better for us. Ewan, again, we've just been stuck with cars in trouble in front of us, and me having to bail, and then me being the trouble. Oh, that's it. It's gone. Damn it. Then I really screwed it. Yeah. That's annoying. No, we had 2 accidents that was... the car was directly in front of, and I had to bail, and then we caused the accident. And I fear this might now be a little too much of a gap to overcome. We're not out of it completely. I mean, that many cars fitting into the chicane is going to be slow. Oh, Bumpy wants that place. Oh, okay. That's... I didn't actually... Again, I missed my braking. I did not intend to run that deep into the chicane on that one. Just ever so slightly take the back of the car. They're really fighting hard over there. I fear we're now too far back from Ewan in this one. We need a miracle. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it. Yeah, the plus point is that many cars together are going to be slowing themselves down. We're going to use every little bit of track and a bit more if we can find it. We might be in the right place. Hell, Bumpy might be in the right place. We may all fall over one another and have this tremendous accident. This is the sort of circuit where that can and may happen. But you can't really count on it. I mean, we are much closer this time around. The leaders are through the chicane. Big crash for 2 of them. At least 2 of them. I thought I saw a red car ping off the circuit, but it might have landed and got back on. Okay, well, there seems to be a group of 3 at the front that we need to not ruin our race too much if we're going to catch. Because if we go side by side for too long, we've got to be organised for that run down the back straight. Because if the front 3 are, we're not catching them, and this becomes a battle over 4th, which is fine. You know, we're in a battle for position. But, you know, you want to be fighting for the lead. Oh, and they've got in trouble. Right, where is Ewan? Oh, no, we're hoping to have Ewan go past us and we could slingshot, but I think we're just going to run out of time. Ewan gives us a bump. It's not going to be enough. We're not going to be close enough to battle with the leaders. We're going to swing a very wide line through there. Where is Ewan? Ewan is on the inside. We'll get the good drive off the corner. Are they going to have a dive? I don't think they're going to be close enough. In fact, this time around, it was all fairly sensible through the final chicane, as it's going to be across the line. Looks like Danger Man from Ninetales. We will cross the line in 4th. I don't know what happened behind us. There may have been a shunt in the chicane there. It all went a little bit wrong. Unfortunately, yeah, there might have been a shunt in the chicane. We got fastest lap, which would be at the end, trying to catch back up. I'm annoyed at myself on if we hadn't hit that hay bale. Like dodging the other crashes is all well and good. You know, that's happened. We dealt with those. We lost time, and then I messed it up with hitting the chicane. We needed another lap, and we would have been there. But that is the way. Oh, we finished 5th. Sorry. That is the way that it goes. It's a really good fun circuit. A really, really good fun circuit, that one. Not, crazy complicated or anything, but yeah, very entertaining to drive around. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you to a Level 8 for building this wonderful circuit. Shall be it for today. Until next time, goodbye.